Good afternoon. It is another beautiful Arkansas day. It is starting to get hot here, and the worst is yet to come. But it's okay. It's all right. We'll make it through. We're out here in the classroom today, and I'm really thinking about next season, next year already. I'm gonna start putting together some fire kits and stuff. And y'all have seen some of this stuff before. You've seen petroleum jelly, some cotton swabs and whatnot, but I'm going to try to put it together in a way and add some other things that make it even better, make it more user friendly for me and my family down the road, right? So stick around. Okay, so this is what we're using today. We have a burner over here. I got this cool little pot yesterday at Goodwill for $3. I'm kind of with that. I like it. It has rubberized handles, and I mean, hey, goodbye. But we're going to be using that. Have our burner here. I have a ferro rod that'll come and play later. Obviously, when we're actually making the fire. An old pill bottle for those of us who may be more seasoned than others. We may have more of these laying around. So I got an empty pill bottle here. I got some petroleum jelly, some Gulf wax, some cotton rounds, and of course I got some Gorilla Tape. And we're going to be putting all this stuff together, combining it in to make essentially our fire kit. I also have another tool spoon here to be using, and of course I'm going to have some scissors for when I'm cutting the cotton and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of walk y'all through what we're doing here and kind of my thought process. All right, so the first step in this process, I'm going to take a couple of these cotton rounds, however many you want to use, and I'm just going to fold this one in half, and I'm going to cut it right down the middle, okay? I made my cut. I'm going to open it back up to the fold. Then I'm going to take my spoon and take just a little bit of petroleum jelly on there, smear it in the middle there, and I'm going to turn this into a little sandwich or a little taco or however you want to do that. And I'm going to do this with enough of them or to however many I want to do, okay? All right, so now that we got those all, our petroleum jelly put in there, we got them folded up, we're going to take our burner here and already knocked off so a couple big chunks of that Gulf wax and put it in here. We're going to light this up, and this is going to, we want this on like low heat. We don't want to like do nothing crazy with it. We don't want it too hot. We just need it to heat up this wax, and it doesn't take very long. Obviously, if I cut it into smaller pieces, it'll melt a little better or a little faster. I'm gonna take my spoon, the same one I was using earlier, and just kind of make, stir this stuff around, work it down. All right, now that we have the wax completely melted down, you can see there's a few sticks and stuff in there, but that's not gonna hurt anything. I'm gonna make sure to turn this burner all the way off. This wax will stay pretty good. Now I'm just gonna take my tabs and throw them down in here. Make sure they're completely covered. Make sure I kind of squeeze out some of the excess, then dump it out. And I'm gonna do that with every single one, because this wax will act as a flame extender and also a waterproofing agent. So even if this stuff gets wet, it'll still light. All right, now that I have all these out, I'm just gonna let these cool in place, and they will harden up. And that'll take anywhere from 10 or 15 minutes. All right, so while those are cooling off, we're going to move to the next part of this. And so I have this pill bottle here, and fortunately or unfortunately, I'm seasoned to the point now where I have a lot of these laying around. Okay, so that's why I use them. They're readily available. They're free. I got them, instead of just throwing them away. This is old prescription medicine or whatever, from antibiotics or whatnot. I don't know, but we got some laying around, so that's what I use. If I could replace this with something metal that's the same shape or design, hey, I'm good with it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my ferro rod and I'm going to tape my ferro rod onto this bottle here. Now, and this will all go in my pack. And one safety feature, always carry your fire starter on you, like on your person. Always have at least one on your person. And the reason why I'm saying I'm putting this in my kit, because sometimes this low profile ferro rod is hard to find in your kit. Like, you may know exactly what pocket it is in, but it's still hard to reach for. And especially me, being a dad and taking my kids, right, and the kids and wife out there, if I say, hey, go grab the fire kit, I'm like, it's a pill bottle with ferro rod taped to it. This is a lot bigger for them to find and hold on to when they're striking off this ferro rod. So that's where the Gorilla Tape comes in. I'm going to take the Gorilla Tape, mount this to the bottle, and now, of course, now I have Gorilla Tape that's also a flame extender. Okay? So we're going to do that real quick while this is cooling off, and then maybe we can get a fire demo in. All right, something like that, right? Now, like I said, it's a semi-waterproof container. These are going to be wax covered anyway, so that we shouldn't have that issue. But now we have some Gorilla Tape on here. It's a lot bigger profile for when I'm reaching around in my bag. A lot easier to find. And now I get to hold on to something a little bit stronger when I'm striking off, which, for us, for grown people, it's not typically a problem. But like for my kids or something, now they can grab onto this and they can go, right? And I can put 2 or 3 kits together, put some of these tabs in here, we'll have a lot of fires. Okay, so this is what we're going to end up with. It's a hardened piece of cotton covered in wax with the Vaseline on the inside, right? I cut them down to this shape so I can fit more of them into this container, okay? If I left them as a crescent moon, like this other half here, I could only fit like 3 or 4 down in here. But this way, I can fit up to like 7 or 8 in here, so I'm getting more fires, and this will burn for quite a long while. So I have a pot of water right here beside me. So you take your moon out here, your tab out, throw it in the water, and you can see now we're dripping water here. I'll do it again, and we're sitting here dripping. Sling that extra water off, and now I'm able to tear this and move this around and get to those dry fibers on the inside. And now we'll be able to set this on fire. So like I said, hey, super simple little fire kit. You see I got them all crammed down in here now. I got, like I said, I think 8 crammed down in there. That one wax ball is still burning behind me. It's been 4 or 5 minutes, so it's going to give you plenty of time to get a fire started. So little simple kit, wanted to share. Hey, try it out. Visit ArkansasSurvival.com. Check out our upcoming courses. And again, thanks for watching.